Lion King. We are back.
Or as you said, National Geographic with a Disney soundtrack. Okay?
Oh man, that was so crazy. It's been a while. We've been
a little lazy.
Well, that and not a lot of movies coming out. And so,
what'd you think on the surface?
The first question I had when we first saw the trailer, the first question I always, in my head I had was why. And going into the movie and watching it, I liked it a lot. I think this movie exactly perfectly shot by shot, just exactly like the animation. And there are some things I don't like about it. There's a couple of things that I had issues with. But all in all, when I came out of it, I liked it more than I thought I would. Mm-hmm. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And so, what about you?
This review is going to be combative. I thought it was not good. Not good at all. I was bored.
Well,
honestly bored.
Okay.
As all reviews should go in order, we'll talk about the things we did like. So, you want to give your long-winded?
Oh my gosh. I like everything. First of all, it is amazing how realistic this movie was. Animals, the plains, Africa, the rock, everything was, the technology that Jon Favreau used in this one is incredible. And I thought, I was in it. I was hooked when I first saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is all CGI, and yet it looks so real. And so that's one thing that I like. I know people had issues with when it moved fast, there's certain motions, I don't know, but I thought it was fine.
So you thought the animation itself
incredible,
was really cool.
Incredible. The water looks real. I was like, wow. And so other thing is, I thought it was, it's just like the original Lion King. I thought it worked. The story was the same story. I love the fact that they sprinkle in some new kind of like connective tissue to certain scenes. For instance, I love, and my wife hates this scene, but the hair part.
That was so dumb. That was so freaking dumb, dude.
Well, I thought it was good because I like that. I like how it connects to when what's his name? Rafiki finds Simba's hair and realizes he's alive. I like the aspect of that. It was the nature that that kind of brought that connection to him, and so I enjoyed that scene. The other scene that I thought was that sprinkled in a little that was good was when what's her name? Nala escaped Pride Rock to go find help. I thought it was cool how they had that scene to connect because I'll
allow that.
Yeah, in the animation, you just kind of like she just pops out of nowhere and said, "I came from hell," but you didn't get that. Well, how did you get here? And I thought it was cool how they.
I figured in the original, she left because she was hungry. She was hunting elsewhere, and that's why she ended up somewhere hunting Pumbaa.
That's why I liked how they made that connection with that scene. So I love. The song. I was disappointed in one song, and it's yes,
that song
sucked. It wasn't suck. It was just too short, and
but there was no triumphant beat.
I know. That's why Jeremy Irons is it's the best voice for that
Jeremy
role.
Irons is
and
great.
So we'll talk about that later because I had a little issue with that too. I love I like Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I thought there was chemistry. I thought the actors. I thought Timon and Pumbaa were funny. I thought they were the best.
Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I thought they were the best part of the movie, in my opinion. They were funny, and the cast fits what the character is, and so I thought I liked that. And so they shine in this movie. What else? You go. Is there anything that you like?
I liked the animation. I liked. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's not a lot about this movie that
I don't know why. Oh, did you like the animation?
I love the animation. This doesn't hold a freaking candle to the animation.
But it's exactly the same.
And you know what? Let's go into it. You said you really liked the animation, the CGI, it looks so real.
It's just incredible.
Looked real.
Yeah.
Bro, this is supposed to be a live action. This isn't supposed to look real. It's supposed to be real. So that's why I was kind of taken back. I was like, there's nothing about this that is real. It's if Pixar or DreamWorks remade the Lion King. There was no realism to it, and I was disappointed. Sure, the lions looked real, they moved real.
Oh, you want real lions?
If you're gonna If you can't make a live action remake, don't make a live action remake and make it animation.
But that's the debate, is this really called live action? I don't think it's called live action. I think it's just Lion King that's CGI.
Lion King cash grab. What was the other thing you touched on? Okay, Rafiki. Rafiki's supposed to be a cool, like, weird uncle sort of guy that, like, pops up randomly and says weird cryptic crap, and you're supposed to be like, alright, cool, that was wisdomous. But he was just kind of weird. Like, I don't know who is the actor that voiced him.
It's Black Panther's dad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, he didn't know what Rafiki wanted to be. There was sometimes an accent, there was sometimes some goofiness, but then mostly it was just silent.
I thought
I thought that was weird.
Yeah, but that scene with him and Simba actually worked. It was nice. That one when he found the hair and he went and grabbed him.
I saw this 2 days ago and I don't friggin' remember. Sorry.
What do you mean? It's the exact same movie. It's an animation. How can you not remember?
I remember the animation.
Alright.
But also that fur part where it's floating through the wind. I bought more that there was magic in the air that Rafiki was able to sense than there was a piece of fur flying around. If you're gonna go that route, then might as well make it magic. Yeah, make it so Rafiki knows in his wisdom that Simba's alive.
But it's not about magic. It's about the life of what they're trying to protect. I get what you're saying, but for that part in the animation, I thought it was kind of like oh, it was too simple. Like, okay, poof, he like, fell down and the wind blows and he's like, oh, I feel the wind. Like, no, it doesn't. That's not this. There's no magic in this movie. It's all about the connective tissue.
There was magic in 1994.
Circle of life thing.
Circle of life. Yeah, they preach this philosophy that everything is connected.
So you can't have magic in there.
No, everything's connected. Everything's so.
And that's that scene. That's why that scene works for me.
Oh, frick your fur, bro.
It's connected. Anyways, is there anything else you didn't like?
I'd say
hate this movie.
This is a perfect representation of how this movie did. People either loved it or they hated it.
No, I don't.
Middle ground.
I don't love it. I like it a lot, but I there's some issues that I thought first of all, the animation in 1994. I cried when Simba and when Mufasa and that scene Mufasa died.
Everybody cried.
Everybody cried in the animation. I had a hard time connecting emotionally with this movie, the CGI, because I can't tell the expression of the animal. It looks so real.
Oh, you want lions to be sad?
I'm just saying it's different. I guess you have to go into it knowing that they really want you to think these are real lions and stuff. But for me, I had a hard time connecting emotionally that scene because I don't know if Simba was crying. I can only imagine he's crying because of his voice. Mm-hmm. But his face, it was hard. I don't know if he was mad. There were certain scenes of like all the different lines. You can tell that they're mad, but then there's scenes you're like, wait, is he mad or is he? The expression kind of like throws me off, and that part was supposed to be like iconic part for that movie because you want to connect that emotional feeling, and I didn't get that. And the other thing
it would have helped, like, I don't know if this is a thing in lions in their anatomy, if they can put their ears down.
Yes, they can. They're cats.
They didn't. Not once. I would have thought like Simba, like, remember that scene where he first sees the wildebeest coming down and it does that dolly shot, everything in the background goes and it zooms in on his face. His ears are down. It didn't do that for me, so I didn't see any urgency. Just like little stupid things like that I didn't like.
The other thing I had a problem with is one of the iconic scenes. There's a lot of iconic scenes in this movie. First of all, the music is awesome. I still feel Hans Zimmer is still the king of this because I think even though the expression didn't connect me, for some reason the music still connected with me in this movie, and I thought the music was cool. The other one that I had a problem with is when Simba realized who he is. He's Simba, Rafiki said, he lives in you, and he looks and he's ready to go back to Pyrock, and they play that stupid music by Beyonce. I have nothing against Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce music. In fact, I don't like her that much anyway. Beyonce. Yeah, I don't like her that much, to be honest.
I thought her being in this movie was a waste of money.
Well, I don't think it was that bad. I thought everybody said she was horrible. But that one scene when he runs back to Pyrock and they had that epic music in the animation, this one plays that music, it took me out of the movie. I thought it was.
You just thought it was just kind of tropey. Like this is dumb.
This is really dumb. Like this that music did not work for this scene, and I thought that part was dumb. The other one, real quick, the one scene when they were fighting, and Nala says, "Lion attack!" Worst line in the whole movie.
Lions, go!
Like,
you lions!
Like, what else are you gonna do? You're not gonna attack? Like, you're gonna attack. You don't have to say that line. Just attack. Like,
right.
Worst line. But yeah.
Back to the music. So I feel like in every live action.
I love this movie. Sorry.
Live action remake. There's one song that's added in there as a new kind of flair, and I think every one of them has flopped except for the one in Beauty and the Beast. I actually like that song. I don't know if you remember.
The one the Beast sang?
Yeah.
I love that song. That's from the Broadway music.
See, that's why it didn't suck.
That's why it didn't suck. And so,
anyway,
I like that song too, to be honest. So.
I could go on for days about how...
No, tell us. What else you don't like?
Just like, I thought Donald Glover was honing it in. Like, he didn't really care.
What?
I love Donald Glover.
No!
Love him to death. Love him in everything he does, except for this. I thought he was lazy. I thought he was just reading the lines.
What?
Yeah.
No, I completely disagree. I thought he was great in this movie. Because his voice matched what he was supposed to look like. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really do like Donald Glover, though.
I disagree. I think
he sees this.
So, tell me about Scar. What do you think?
Scar
was voiced by the
Chetowith, the bad guy, or not the bad.
He will be the bad guy in Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Anyway, that guy. I thought he was okay.
I thought he was good.
I just wanted Jeremy Irons back.
I think
that's all I wanted.
I was with you in the beginning. My wife said, you know what? When he first spoke, she I was okay with it. She liked him a lot, and so at first when he first spoke, I had I just kind of like I want Jeremy Irons to the voice to come out, but it just it didn't. But after like a couple of minutes, a couple of scenes, I was like, you know what? He's not that bad. He's actually really good at Scar, and so. I wish
I was thinking about why is he named Scar?
Because he has a scar. Did you not see?
But Mufasa gave him that scar because he said, "Last time I went toe to toe with my brother, I ended up losing."
Yeah.
And so, was he named Scar after, or did he go a little bit without a name, and then Mufasa beat the crap out of him, and then they named him?
So there was another name he had. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Maybe it was Scarla. Scarface.
Oh, the other thing I thought it was interesting they threw in was that
Scarlet Witch.
Scar became king, and now they threw in that little kind of like a love triangle with him, Mufasa. Because Scar said, many years ago, you chose Mufasa over me.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, well, that's new. Now you can be my queen. I'm like, what the heck? What did they have a love triangle behind that storyline? I was like, okay. Well.
I always thought he was gay. Just kidding.
Anyways, let's get this rating.
I'll give it a Netflix.
Oh, jeez.
As much as I hated it, I'm gonna give it the middle of the road. Netflix. Go watch it on Netflix when it comes out.
I like this movie a lot. I'm giving it Blu-ray. I think it's worth seeing in the theater. I think it's worth seeing it in a big screen theater, and so go check it out.
You can barely tell it's animated.
It's so incredible. This technology. Just watch. It's gonna years from now. It's gonna be real animals. I don't know.
Hopefully. Gosh dang it.
Anyway, go check it out. Tell us what you think. Who's right and who's wrong here, you know?
Yeah. Give us a rating.
Give it away.
Bye.
Later, nerds. Works for me.
Frick your fur, bro.